Okay, I'm leaving the Wyndham Hotel in Pittsburgh, heading to the start of the Great Allegheny Passage. Wyndham Hotel is about a half a mile from the start of this trail. You gotta go away from it to get actually on the riverfront. Okay, we're at the start of the Great Allegheny Passage, leaving Pittsburgh. I believe all the detours have been taken care of, so I should be able to stay on this trail. Well, I got a little lost coming up a bridge. I went the wrong way over another bridge, so a couple miles out of my way. Hopefully from here on out this trail isn't as confusing. Thank you. Going over the hot metal bridge. wow, that looks nice over there. Was this the yeah, where is the I actually wanted to stop there. What's it called? It's up here? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to stop there. That was one of the places on the PBS documentary. They talk about the riots and stuff that happened. Yeah. I want to check that place out. Chuck. Key 7% grade. All right, let's see how this is going downhill. Comes the girl that passed me earlier. She was hauling ass. I think I ingested a bug somewhere. Can't get it out of my throat. It happens. Well, there are little climbs on this trail, but they are too steep and they're not too long. So here's one. Looks like we're going over another rail bridge. It is hot today. It's mid-80s. Feeling it in the sun. Can't wait to get back in the shade. Okay. Nice little climb. Got like a nice little downhill coming up here too. Catch my breath. Check this out. I think I recall somebody else's YouTube video saying there's a good bump down here. I think I see it. There's a lot of honeysuckles through here. Honeysuckle row smells great. Nice and shady as well. Quite close to a highway. So I'm about 13 miles into my trip. I got to ride about 5 miles with a guy named Chuck that lives nearby. He pointed me in the right direction. Stopped riding with him when we got to the Andrew Carnegie steel mill. I don't recall what it is, but I'll put it on the screen here. Got some nice pictures of that. Getting ready to stop in about 2 miles for a late lunch. Got a late start today, and not going too far, so I figured I'd take it easy today. Get 50 miles in and get into camp right before sunset. Really, there's nothing else to do once you get to camp, so the later the better. And go to sleep when the sun's down, get up early when the sun rises. Lots to do tomorrow. Ole, 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 ole. There we go, Doozer, if you ever watch this video. Quite windy up here. I'm glad it's wide, and I'm glad the fence is tall. Okay, we're leaving McKeesport. Stopped in here for lunch at a Subway. Got a picture with John F. Kennedy eating my lunch. Statue of him anyway. We're about 14 miles into a 50-mile day. It's 2 o'clock. We're doing good. I got 6 hours till the sun goes down. I think I got 1 or 2 more points of interest to stop at somewhere for dinner. So I can set my tent up in the dark if I have to. Got a couple of lights, but I think I'll be there before sunset. Heading out of McKeesport. It's sprinkling a little bit. It actually feels pretty good. Looking at the radar, I think I'm gonna have to deal with rain closer to the end. but it looks like a line of showers just kind of moved through. Just getting some remnants here. All right, we're finally in some wilderness. I'm in about halfway up a pretty steep climb for this trail. It's actually really nice and cool in this shade. I saw a thermometer in the last town, it was 82 degrees. So this feels pretty good. It's probably the first time I've heard quiet. So about 18 miles is how long you have to go before you get to this. So about 20 miles in is when you hit the gravel. It is almost completely shaded, which is great. I've got about 30 more miles to go. So doing pretty good. I think I'm doing about, I don't know, 9-10 miles an hour. I've been stopping quite a bit. So it's quite nice through here. Mile marker 129, so yeah, about 20 miles in, 19 miles in. Okay, we're about 30 miles into the ride. The gravel's pretty good. I'm doing at least 10 miles an hour. For a couple stretches I was doing 12 to 14 miles an hour. Looks like a turtle or something in the road. What is it? Ah, it's a beaver. Scared him. So this is the Red Waterfall. It stains the ground red because of iron oxide from a old mine that's back here, also known as the Devil's Waterfall. Klondike Street. I would do just about anything for a Klondike bar. It's pretty hot out here. So I'm about 30 miles into this trip, and I'd say the gap is pretty good for the first 30 miles, 50 miles or so, because other than your crossings over bridges, it's fairly downhill. The second, third day, so after 50 miles, it is more of a 1% grade uphill, but today's been pretty easy cycling. Mostly the wind in my face, but it's been a nice cool breeze on a hot day, so kind of appreciate it. Okay, we just left West Newton. I stopped at a pizza place on the trail and had an Italian sub, charged my phone a little bit. So it's about 4:45. I think I got another 15 miles to go, so probably about 2 hours, considering I'll probably stop and do some photos and videos at different points, take a break. So I should be into camp by I don't know, 6:30, 6:45, and well before sundown. Get cleaned up and go to bed as soon as it's dark. Get up early in the morning and ride for about 10 miles and get some breakfast. I don't know what this is. It looks like it's the Yonus monster. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, but somebody put a lot of work into making this log memorable. Pittsburgh Steelers hat, sunglasses. Yeah, pretty clever. I have not seen anything like this on a trail yet, so kudos to the creative minds behind this. Oh, and I just noticed a tie, and there's a lay on there. Cool. So there's a lot of waterfalls on the trail. There's the Red Waterfall, the White Waterfall. This one doesn't show up as any points of interest, but I'm going to call it the Grassy Moss Waterfall. Lots of hanging grass and moss on it. Really cool. This is a monument to or a memorial to the Dar mine disaster on December 19th, 1907, just south of Van Meter, Pennsylvania. An explosion ripped through the Dar mine, killing 239 miners. One of the worst mining disasters in the nation. This prompted the ban of open flame mine lamps. This is presented by the Bell Vernon Rotary Club. So I got about 6 miles to go. It's about 5 o'clock. The sun is finally behind the tree, so it's really nice and cool breezy on this trail. So I'm just kind of taking it easy. Stopped and saw a couple of points of interest, and yeah, just cruising into camp. I'm looking forward to jumping in whatever river is nearby and washing all the sweat off from today and changing clothes. So been a pretty good day. You know, the late start I couldn't avoid, but you know, 50 miles, I've done that distance quite a few times, and even on a road bike I'm able to usually do it in less than 4 hours. I figure fully loaded 6 hours, 7 hours with stops should be doable. So I got this cough. I either ingested a bug or some granola went down my throat. I've been coughing the last couple hours trying to get it out. How you doing? I haven't been seeing too many people on the trail the last 15 miles. I saw a couple, a man and a woman. They were struggling pretty good. They were walking their bikes. I passed them and ate my dinner and saw them riding pretty slowly by me, and they stopped at one of the hiker-biker camps. I wish I could go as fast as an e-bike. So this is the first bit of double track I've seen on this trail. It's been mostly one wide gravel path. Once we got out of Pittsburgh, and it looks like it's just a little temporary piece. The C&O has got a lot of double track. You're constantly moving from one side of it to the other to avoid puddles. But this trail is A+. A pretty nice view of some mountains over here. Like, it's cool to have a house on this trail. If I had a house on this trail, I'd be riding it every day. About 4 miles from the campsite. The campsites I've passed so far don't look like they're very highly occupied. For a Wednesday, I wouldn't expect it to be. I think my campsites at the C&O will be. I love artwork like this. One of my hobbies when I retire is going to be to take all the bicycle parts I have left over and make stuff like this. I just need to learn how to weld. So this particular location was on the PBS documentary that the Pittsburgh local did. I need to go up there, but it says private property. I wonder if I can walk around and just take some pictures of what's up there. Another little town on the Great Allegheny Passage. I stopped at an ice cream stand at one of these towns about 5-10 miles back, and they wouldn't take credit cards, so I was like, sorry, I don't have cash. So when I go into town tomorrow night, I'm gonna get about 20 bucks for stuff like this. I could have really enjoyed some ice cream. No, this is the first time I've actually been able to see my shadow in front of me. Hello. Hi, shadow. I think I'm closing in on my campground. It's 6:20. I should be within a few miles. So I just saw a guy go by me about 50 miles an hour on an electric motorcycle, which is not the same as an e-bike for obvious reasons. Yeah, they're not allowed to have motorcycles of any kind on this trail, but I guess at 6 o'clock there's no one really out here other than me, so people are going to do what they got to do. But hopefully somebody catches them, because could be trouble if there's people heading the way he was going. I was on the other side of the road, but Jesus, 50 miles an hour on this trail. The posted speed limit is actually 15 miles an hour. Hey, so it's about 6:45. I've made it to the Round Bottom camping area. It's pretty cool here. It's right on the river. I've got my own little wooden structure. I got my bike under there, and I'm gonna set up my tent inside of this. Looks like there's 4 other people here, way down there. There's a couple more of these structures, and there's some real tiny ones, which I don't know what that's for. It's not even tall enough for to stand up in. Barely wide enough for someone who's over 6 feet to sleep in. So I don't know if you just sit in there or what. So this is what I've got. I've got this whole thing to myself so far. It's a Wednesday, so I wasn't really expecting anybody to be at these sites. So, yep, I'm gonna set up the tent right in there. And the river is down here. And I've got my own picnic table. I'm not gonna start a fire. Don't want my stuff to smell like smoke. But yeah, pretty good deal for rough camping. There is no running water, but I've got 2 full water bottles, one with Gatorade and one with water, so I'll be fine for tonight. I'll ride 10 miles tomorrow into the first town and eat breakfast. I've got a couple granola bars to start my morning off. So that's it, 54 miles, first day on the Gap. So I was talking to the other 4 people that are staying here tonight, and one of them told me there's a trail down here. The trail I found by my site was really tight, but this you can actually walk through. And just you take a river bath. So I haven't done this since I was a kid, but it'll be fun. I am so covered in sweat, about any water will do. So let's see, it looks like we go down here. Actually took my bike through some crap like this last year on the Trans Virginia 550. Now this is actually not too bad. I just tripped on a, let's see, oh yeah, this is very nice. If I was a kid, I would be out here swimming in it, but it looks like the flow is pretty good, so I probably won't go out there too far. Get dragged downstream. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty secluded spot. Hopefully no kayakers come by. Let's take a look at the river. This would be a really good place to go rafting because it would carry you pretty good down this stream. I'm going rafting or tubing next month, and I would say this is probably level 1 rapids. Maybe a little faster. They look a little faster. So I'm gonna jump in. This looks pretty good right here. So the river bath was a success. Washed my whole body in the river, and a towel to dry myself off. I got fresh clothes on. Gonna put a shirt on in a minute. And then I've got some camping towelettes. Actually gonna run over my face and my arms and stuff to make sure I don't have any river smell or ride smell from today. So, but yeah, pretty good. Highly recommend. The water was super cold. Actually made me feel pretty good. Okay, so I've got my tent set up in the shelter. I put a line of bug spray at the beginning. I haven't really seen any bugs in here now. They're mostly gnats. At the CNO last year, I did an overnighter and the mosquitoes were really bad, so packing bug spray from now on. Lesson learned from that video. But I got one of these 2-person tents. It's pretty light. It's about 3 pounds. Packs in the front of the bike. I can put this up in about I don't know, 5 minutes. And then on the inside, I've got a blow-up pillow. blow up mattress, and a down quilt. It's only going to be about 60-65 degrees tonight, but I have down booties, down pants, and a down vest if I need it, if it gets cold, but I don't think I will. But that's my sleeping setup. So you can see through it, but I also have a rain fly in case it rains, but don't need it since I'm in here.